Good morning and welcome to PE Live, your one-stop place for news on properties, home building, and news analysis. My name is Nanaya Ochiribia. Coming up in the headlines, Ghana Housing Show to dialogue on country's housing challenges. Government to commence on the establishment of the National Rental Assistance Scheme. Bank of Ghana sets up vigilance on activities of forex bureaus. Ghana and 7 other countries to start exchanging goods and services under the African Continental Free Trade Area. And on the international front, Europe braces for more cuts in Russian oil and gas exports. In this news analysis, we'll also be sharing some tips for a seamless travel. Stay tuned. Now, the news in details. Ghana's Working and Housing Ministry says the upcoming housing show by Property Express Group is a needed platform for government and key stakeholders in the sector to dialogue towards addressing the country's housing challenges. In a letter confirming the sector ministers, Mr. Francis Asensio-Boakye's participation in the upcoming housing show, it said the provision of mass, decent, quality, safe and secure housing aimed at reducing the country's housing deficit remains top of the ministry's medium framework. In furtherance of this, the ministry will be meeting with the PE group to deliberate further on the fair, which is slated for October 1st, 2022 at Wembley Stadium, Southway, London, HA90. The theme for the 2022 housing show is Housing Ghana. Still on the Ministry of Works and Housing, it is to establish National Rental Assistance Scheme, NRAS. The move forms part of efforts to increase access to safe and affordable rental housing for low-income earners. The scheme would partner the private sector through the provision of low-interest loans to eligible Ghanaians. The Sector Minister Francis Asensio-Boakye made this known at a forum to review the existing Rent Act, Act 220, and the Ghana Housing Authority Bill in Kumasi. Mr. Asensio-Boakye was hopeful the initiative would address the huge burden on the public to mobilize a year's rent, a situation that contravenes the existing Rent Act 1963, Act 220. He said the establishment of the Rent Assistance Scheme will be the trump card to address the short to long market failures in the rental segment of the housing market. The sector minister expressed appreciation to key stakeholders for helping government's agenda of streamlining the issues of rent and provision of affordable housing to the citizenry. The chairperson and vice chancellor of the KNUST, Professor Mrs. Rita A. Dixon, described the colloquium as a national assignment that will open avenues to set up key priorities and develop concrete plans of action based on a detailed international comparative analysis. Europe braces for more cuts in Russian oil and gas exports. Europe faces fresh disruption to energy supplies due to a damage to a pipeline system that brings oil from Kazakhstan through Russia, the pipeline operator said on Monday, adding to concerns over a plunge in gas supplies. CPC, which handles about 1% of global oil and whose largest shareholder is Russian pipeline firm. Exports from 2 of its 3 mooring points at the Black Sea terminal had been suspended. The West accuses Russia of restricting energy supplies to boost prices in retaliation for sanctions imposed after Moscow's invasion of Ukraine. Russian natural gas supplies to Europe are down around 75% year-on-year, with export company Gazprom last week announcing unscheduled maintenance on the Nord Stream 1 pipeline, which runs under the Baltic Sea to Germany. Ukraine's gas transmission system operator said the country and the Polish gas pipeline system had the capacity to bring Russian gas to Europe and compensate for the Nord Stream halt. Bank of Ghana steps up vigilance on activities of forex bureaus. The Bank of Ghana has cautioned forex bureaus operating in the country that any breach of the regulations would result in a closure or severe sanctions. The move is to stop all deliberate market practices that are fueling the cedi's fast depreciation. Currently, the cedi is the second worst performing after Sri Lanka's rupee, having lost 35% of its value since the beginning of the year. The central bank's caution follows information it has gathered about some licensed forex bureaus in the country that are flouting rules and regulations governing their activities, with some selling or buying forex from clients without issuing receipts or taking ID cards, things that are mandatory for them to do in any transaction they perform. According to the head of financial stability, Dr. Joseph France, any operator found who goes against the regulations would face the full rigors of the law. He admonished the operators of the forex bureaus to ensure they give receipts when they sell and also keep records of people they sell to. Now your tips for a seamless travel. Travel experts say business trips can be enjoyed if one understands the art of balancing business and leisure. Frequent business travelers often find business travel inconvenient, even uncomfortable, but for experienced travelers have a much better experience when they follow certain rules to make their trips easier, more comfortable, enjoyable, and safer. The experts recommend packing a luggage that can be accommodated in the hand baggage. This will save all the time of getting the check-in baggage at arrival. On any business trip, the following are essentials: pertinent travel documents, credit cards, that is business or personal, your phone and a charger, a laptop or a tablet, as well as an adapter if you are going on an international trip. A limited wardrobe including travel outfits, a pair of sneakers, and your business clothes. They highlight the need to optimize the airport experience, making use of airport lounges which provide comfort and wellness to the travelers at airports. Thus, and if you just want to relax and unwind during the layovers, you can now enjoy a bar and a dedicated cigar room as well as in the lounges. Thank you for staying with us. Now a recap of the top stories. Ghana Housing Show to dialogue on country's housing challenges. Government to commence the establishment of the National Rental Assistance Scheme. Bank of Ghana steps up vigilance on activities of forex bureaus. Ghana and 7 other countries to start exchanging goods and services under the African Continental Free Trade Area. Europe braces for more cuts in Russian oil and gas exports. For more news, visit us on www.propertyexpress.org. You can also follow us on all our social media channels: Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, and on YouTube.